Leeds trailed. Then they brought on Jamie Vardy, who ended almost 1,000 minutes without a goal. Let's hear from him and James Maddison now.
What's been the difference under Dean Smith? What sort of impact has he had since coming in as manager?
Oh, you know what it's like when you get a new manager. It gives that new lift, that new hunger. Not that you ever lose that under the last manager. It's not fair to say that, but you have a new man to impress. Everyone starts on a fresh slate, clean slate, new messages, new voice. It can sometimes help, you know. And it's done that, and the players are really fighting at the minute, and that's another point, another game without losing, 2 on the bounce, which has been tough to do this season. That's why we're down there where we are. But yeah, positives.
It is tough to do, isn't it, Jamie? But you know, you got the win last week, you get the point here today. Is it just about keeping that momentum and obviously chipping away and trying to get the results? Because as we've seen, you can get out of this situation quite quickly with a run of results.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, I mean, Madders has just summed it up perfect there. The gaffer's come in and every manager's got their own little aspects and tactics, but it all comes down to defending one box and attacking the other. It don't matter about the in-between, how you get there. That's where each manager's different. So we've just got to keep working hard, defending our own box as a team, and then when we're getting into the opposition box, it's about attacking and creating them clear-cut chances. And
that was your 135th Premier League goal. What's it mean for you, though, just to end that goal drought and get back on the score sheet at a time like this in the season?
Yeah, I mean, I probably can't say what I want to say because I'd probably get done saying it on TV, but it's been a weird season for myself. But like you say, I've got it now, so hopefully in this little run to the end of the season they can keep coming.
Yeah, and ultimately, James, you know, it is a case of trying to build that momentum. And, you know, as 2 of the more experienced players, as 2 of the team's big players, do you shoulder that responsibility to try and get yourselves out of this?
Yeah, of course, yeah. He's done it for years. Leicester fans have seen him do it season on season, and this is my 5th season now, and I'm a bit of a more experienced player than I was when I joined. I'm a leader of the group, just like Jamie, just like Yuri, Johnny. We do have leaders in there. And it's our responsibility as big players to take that responsibility and produce for our fans, our club. And yeah, got the assist today, and this man will always score goals no matter what age he is. He was born to score goals. So after my touch, when I looked and saw it was him finishing off, I felt calm. But yeah, there'll be more big moments needed from now to the end of the season, like you said, and we've got to take them on, take the challenges, and hopefully get the end goal.
Well, Jamie, congratulations on your goal, and James, congratulations, you are the player of the match. Well done.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Sort of cloak and dagger answer there from Jamie Vardy, because as I say, he got 1 goal. That was back in October, almost 1,000 minutes without one, but he couldn't say what he wanted to say.
I think he's clearly saying that Brendan Rodgers, the old manager, never gave him enough opportunities to play. There's numerous occasions when he was sitting on the bench. But I can tell you for sure, forget Brendan Rodgers or any other manager, whoever's the manager of the football club wants to pick a team who he thinks best equipped to win football matches. And it was his opinion that Jamie Vardy wasn't the same as Iheanacho or Daka or Tete or whoever he decided to play. So the manager would only work in the best interest of the club. I'm sure he hasn't got an agenda against Jamie Vardy, but he obviously feels very aggrieved about it. That might be wrong, but that's the way I read into that.
Yeah, you're rarely wrong, Timothy. He had to come off the bench tonight, Karen. But Jamie Vardy, still at 36, as James Maddison said, was born to score goals.
I think the story was set for him to come on, wasn't it? We were chatting about it, but we often spoke about this space here now that's just been highlighted. And we spoke about it at the start of the show that Leeds with that gap there and how he gets onto this in Iheanacho. And then he plays it through, picks up an injury, so he digs out the pass to Maddison. And then as soon as it falls to Vardy, pretty confident then he side-foots it in. But the gaps here, and especially from a throw-in as well from Leeds, I'd be disappointed to concede from that manner and diving in and just not getting the contact. But to be fair, Maddison digs it out well because it was behind, and then the pass, you can see he's onside and a tidy finish, and you expect nothing less, and you can just see here the injury there and just manages to pass it through.
He does brilliantly to pass that one through. I think Maddison's actually providing that pass for himself, and he sees Jamie just coming onto it, and he knows it's an inevitable outcome there. Done that all his career, and he enjoyed that one with the Leeds fans and the Leicester fans alike, and certainly Dean Smith enjoyed it, because that is a precious point. Because it looked like they were banging their head against the wall there. You know, they had plenty of the ball. Second half, they weren't creating too much. You know, and Milne at times, he took some stick. He stood up today, made 2 great saves. So it looked like it was going to go Leeds' way. But they kept fighting, and that's what you need. But really, both teams would be disappointed they haven't took maximum points.
Particularly Leeds and Patrick Bamford. He'll take a while to get to sleep tonight.
Yeah, player just lacking in confidence, and it just falls to him around the back post, and you're thinking, just take your time, just keep contact on the ball, and completely gets it wrong, doesn't he? And he knows that's a huge opportunity that he has to score. I don't even know how he's not hit the target. He's just completely fluffed it, hasn't he?
It's not as if it's come over anyone's head, and it's not come at him quick. He should be scoring there. All he's got to do is make contact. I mean, he's never been a prolific goal scorer. We know that. And he's had a difficult moment. He keeps going in, keeps coming out. But like I say, he's always had a lot to say, certainly against Jesse.
From Ellen Road.
Well, Dean, you take a point away from this game. Do you feel that was a fair result overall?
It probably was in the end because of the chances that they've had in the last minute from the corner. But I thought we were dominant for long periods in the game. I thought we started the game really well. They probably scored against the run of play. We've got to do better from the throw-in and defend across a little bit better. There's a lot of character in the performance, I felt, and I thought we created the bigger moments up until the set piece at the end.
Yeah, you brought James Maddison back. He put in a man-of-the-match performance, and really it's just an example of what he brings to this side, isn't it? Yeah,
he's got a lot of technical ability, creativity. He handles the ball really well. It was a good performance from him, but it's what we've come to expect from him.
And what about the substitutions when you can bring on players of the quality of the likes of Jamie Vardy and Daka? Obviously, they had the impact you were looking for, and ultimately that's what they're there for. Yeah,
I mean, at half time, we was thinking that we might have to change it after about 10 minutes to maybe go chasing it a little bit. But I thought we started the second half really well. We're fairly dominant in the game and causing them problems. But we just felt then that we needed, I think it was 20-25 minutes to go, we needed to threaten their last line a little bit more. We hadn't penetrated enough in the second half, and we certainly did that with the players that came on.
And given just the past couple of results particularly, do you feel that the players are responding to what you're asking of them, and that's optimistic ahead of the next few games?
Yeah, no, it's optimistic because they're good players, and we can be a good team like we showed at times tonight. Cut out the lapses of concentration from a throw-in and set pieces, and we'll be fine.
And Jamie Vardy obviously breaking his scoring drought as well, which I think would probably be crucial coming into the run-in.
Yeah, probably should have another one as well. Where Daka squared it. We've had 2 offside goals. Great strike after 5 or 6 minutes from Yuri, and the one there where Jamie puts it in. I've not seen it back. I don't know whether Pato could have a go himself, but he squared it, and we thought that would be enough to go and win the game, but unfortunately not.
Everton. Next Monday night is next up for Leicester. That's the thing about this relegation battle, as we've seen tonight. Now again, it's teams around you. It's double your money games, aren't they?
Another cup final. I mean, call them cup finals. Even the players are calling them now. They are proverbial 6-pointers, aren't they? We don't like to mention that, but that's what they are. Because it's impossible for the person you beat to take any points in that fixture. Because I'll tell you, all these managers sit at home, like I always did, and watch them games. And you conserve so much energy watching the opposition, wanting them to get beat. Like tonight, they'll be sitting there, all of them managers down the bottom, they'll be hoping that there's a draw. So it gives you an opportunity to claw back 2 of them. And they got the perfect result tonight. They would have been cheering on Leicester when they were 1-0 down. Just to get an equaliser. And Jamie Vardy he's performed miracles there at the end for him, but could have had 2, as Dean said. I mean, he jumps, didn't he, on the offside? I think Daka possibly could have hit it himself, and he squared it to him, and he thought he'd scored the winner. But all them managers sitting at home who are in that relegation battle would have been delighted to see the flag go up.
The other side of the story is Leeds been in front and seen Bamford have that chance at the end. Will they feel what if a little bit tonight, do you think? Yeah,
well, especially when you take the lead as well. And I thought first half they were the better team. I know the Leicester players said that Maddison thought he dominated the first half, and I'm not sure about that, to be honest. I thought they were better the second half. But I thought they were compact Leeds in the first half, and then you started to see the gaps, and that's what we highlighted on the goal, those little moments. But the first half, very dominant down the right-hand side in the attacking moments. OK, this was the only bit of quality from Harrison, who dinks it in and then comes in around the back post, and it's a brilliant header, to be fair to him. And because it headers it down, the goalkeeper's got no chance, but just that little bit of quality. Poor defending from Leicester, this from a throw-in. I hate things when given away from a set-piece like a throw-in, but the quality of delivery just gives all the chance in the world to get there, doesn't he?
Harrison was the big threat, wasn't he? He was the one, certainly in the first half. We didn't see much of him in the second half. Sinistera's header and leap was fantastic. Castagna has to do better. But as like Dean's saying there, he's always trying to look for reasons why he could have stopped it. I thought it was decent play for Leeds. There was very few moments of quality from both sides. Not in the first half, but all of the game. You can see why they're struggling in the bottom of the league. You've got two poor teams there.
Lovely assist, as Tim says, from Jack Harrison. Here is the Leeds United midfielder's view.
Jack, is a draw. The thoughts after that could have been more.
Definitely, I think playing at home, we obviously playing for the win, especially at this point in the season, against a tough side. But to come away with a point, we have to try and be positive. It's going to be a difficult time going forward, and we need to stick together as a group, as a club, and carry on going forward in a positive way.
You've got to stick together with Patrick Bamford. It was a big miss, wasn't it?
It happens in football. This is part of the game. It wasn't just him. There was maybe some other people that might have had some chances here and there, and things we could have avoided. So there's always things that we can work on. It happens to the best of the players in the world. So I know him as a person. He's going to be looking forward to redeeming himself on Sunday and getting another goal back. So we're all behind him.
And when you're down there at that sort of bottom end of the table, you've got to take some positives from a point, haven't you? Was it about reacting to what happened here against Crystal Palace and Liverpool?
Yeah, we tried to put the past behind us, learn from our mistakes, and trying to continue on in a positive way. Not trying to repeat the same mistakes, but I think we're definitely looking for every point that we can get at this moment in time. And to come away with a point is not what we wanted, but we'll take it at this point, and we just have to carry on going forward.
Your goalkeeper Illan Meslier got plenty of criticism, didn't he, after the game at Fulham, but some big moments and big saves from him today.
Yeah, Illan again is a talented player. He's young. He's still learning. I think people forget how young he is playing in the Premier League, and he's a fantastic goalkeeper. And again, as a club, we're all behind him. We're backing him every game. And if he gets caught up in what people are saying here and there, then it's just. It's not ideal for us. So for him, I know he has a strong mentality, and we as a team need to be behind one another and not caring too much about what's being said around. But as long as we're a close knit group inside the club, we can get the results that we need.
Thank you both for your company tonight. Incidentally, we knew that Burnley and Vincent Kompany were back in the Premier League next season. They are back as champions of the Championship. They've beaten Tim's former club Blackburn by 1-0 tonight. Another eventful night from the three of us. We'll see you Wednesday for more Premier League action. Bye.